So a team that has the number 6 pick in the draft is the Philadelphia Flyers, and this is the official Flyer show in all of Philadelphia. And we prove it with Flyers in 50 with our buddy Brodes. What's up, Brodes?
Pay attention in there, will you?
I'm sorry, man.
I mean, what the hell is that nonsense?
Look, I'm not locked in. I wasn't locked in for about 10 seconds. Are you locked in?
I'm locked in. Don't you dare hit that sounder.
I'm not.
You dare.
Not yet.
I got a few things I need to get off the chest.
Before the sounder?
Yes, I got dental work done. I can't feel my mouth. So
Okay.
if I sound like a dumber idiot than I normally already do, that's why.
I was going to say, some would say that your delivery is the delivery of a guy who can't feel his mouth.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Right. Okay.
Yep. And number 2 here, 14-3. Anyone who's scared about this schedule, it's hard. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, this offensive line, Nick Sirianni, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Jalen Carter. The list goes on and on and on.
What are you,
this
a caller?
This team's going to kick ass. This team's going to dominate. Hey, how about my guy Ty Robinson, too, up the middle, huh? 4th-round pick, best acquisition this offseason. We're about to dominate, baby.
All right. Are you not worried at all that it's like it's probably the hardest Eagles schedule I've ever seen, and they lost 5 key contributors on defense and didn't replace any of them?
No. This team is phenomenal.
Right, yeah.
This team is elite.
And
this team is going to have another sensational season where every Monday you and Jack come in and you go, wow, this quarterback, he just does it again.
That's all he does. That's all he does.
We're going back to back, baby. Back to back.
Back to back. I got one last question before we get into the real nuts and bolts here.
Yeah.
Have you received one call about Rick Tocchet today?
No.
No.
Wow. I am so disappointed. It's not even funny. One call?
It's changed around here, bro. I think, quite seriously, it's sort of not that I want to be talking hockey all the time, but it is a bummer because, 15 years ago or whatever, there would at least be calls that say, why aren't you talking about the Flyers when we're not talking about them? But they've been so bad for so long that I think they've beaten it out of the casual sort of fans that pay attention, and even the diehards seem dead about it. So not only hiring a coach, but hiring a coach who is a former Flyers player, which there is opinion on both sides of, it is kind of a bummer, and I hope that they're good at some point soon so we start being able to get this as part of the conversation. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree, and now I'm ready, so go ahead.
All right, hit it, Jack.
Flyers in 50 with Hunter Brody.
If you did a blind resume and you didn't know the name was Rick Tocchet and you looked at his coaching, you'd say, this is the guy we got? This is the guy we brought in. Take out the COVID year. This man has 1 playoff berth in 8 seasons behind the bench. It's ridiculous. So what they got just a typical blah, vanilla style coach who's probably going to get canned in a couple of years. It's the Laviolette. It's the John Tortorella. It's those guys. And you just did it again. It's a linear move. And they're trying to tell us that the reason why they went out and got him is because he could swing players into coming to play for the orange and black because they love him so much and he has so much respect that I better start seeing free agents. I better start seeing big-time names and some big-time pieces come here because Rick Tocchet is in place. And something else that pisses me off, we're doing it again. Homer and Clarkey and Hextall. Now it's Jonesy and Briere and it's Tocchet. Guys like my dad are all excited. Woo! Tocchet's back! This is great! That's what they wanted, and that's what they got, and that's what's pissing me off about it. I got a message saying, you don't get it, Brodes. Rick Tocchet is Philly. And I go, damn it! This is the problem! It's the problem! They are doing it again! That's how I feel.
All right.
I
thought you would be there with it, Brodes. Can I ask you this?
Holy cow.
Yes.
What I want you to do at this point, bros, I understand your frustration. I get it, especially with the Flyers. You know, they have a history of doing this, you know, hiring their own. If I were to ask you, all right, Brodes, I'm putting you in a position, you have to argue for Rick Tocchet. What would the argument be for Rick Tocchet?
Do I have to do it with that same?
No.
I don't
want to kill you. Yeah.
Pounding and my mouth is so numb.
Whoa.
What was the question?
You guys don't understand how small it is.
Yeah, I want you to make the case, not as passionately, obviously, but I want to see it from the other perspective. What is the what is the case for Tocchet?
Okay, the case for Tocchet, I think, is for whatever reason, the NHL world looks at him as the second best coach on the market outside of Mike Sullivan, who a few weeks back I told you that was the guy who I really wanted to go after, and he was signed very quickly to the Rangers. So it's almost like the Daryl Morey thing in a way, because when Daryl Morey became available, the whole league was like, whoa, you got to go get this guy. And not that he's a bum or a stiff, some think he is, but, you know, now that you're seeing him here, but Rick Tocchet is the same thing. It's like the league, the second he becomes available from Vancouver is, wow, you got to make sure you go try and get Rick Tocchet. So that would be my view on it, would be remove Philadelphia for a second, remove the ties of the Flyers club and the old boys club or whatever the hell everyone calls it. You know, the league says Rick Tocchet is up there. So take that for what it is.
Okay. And last thing here, bros, is I guess I just like, does it make you lose? I think everybody had a lot of faith in Jonesy in that, like, okay, even though he is a former Flyer or whatever, here is maybe a fresh look on the organization. We're going to do things differently. Does it make you less confident in the leadership of the team because they made this decision?
That's a good question. I don't know if I lost a lot of faith, but I didn't gain as much respect and intrigue as I wanted to. Almost like this move is linear, I'm almost staying linear, where this could have been something where I go, whoa, that was savvy, or wow, that was creative, or wow, that's different outside the box. They almost went safe. And, you know, look, maybe safe is fine. Maybe safe is okay. Maybe safe is good at the end of the day when it plays out. But it didn't grab me with excitement. I think it's okay. And if it's okay, then, I don't think it's egregious, gross, disgusting from a coach perspective, although I wouldn't have done it. But it's not needle moving. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'll tell you what, though, Brodes, listen to your brother from another mother who's been to hockey in the hood with you. I think we're going to like Tocchet in the end.
Yeah, I hate to sound like your dad, but
I think we're going to like him. I think we're going to like him in the end.
They got you.
Yeah,
tell Jonesy.
Like
text Jonesy and say, you did it, my friend. You got me.
I like
you got
Tocchet.
me and everybody else. Yeah, of course, because he's got, there's stories about Tocchet in the day.
Yeah.
Your guys are all like, oh, yeah, Tocchet in back in the day.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go in the streets and have fun. Tocchet's back.
All right.
Flyers hockey's back.
All right.
We're back in the streets.
All right, okay. Do you see his face while this is happening, by the way? It's lunatic. When are you back on WIP, Brodes?
Tomorrow night, following the Phils, we'll do a little final out and then bang, right to 3.5 hours of should Tocchet be the head coach.
You can follow Brodes on Twitter at Brodes81. Thank you, Brodes.
Oh, man.
Have a great day, gentlemen.